Hey, it's Annie Grace. Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So I have a question today, answering readers' questions. So, all right, it's Annie Grace, and I'm answering readers' questions. Is it safe to just stop drinking if I've been drinking every day? Uh, it totally depends, but I would always err on the side of caution. So I was drinking every day and I just stopped drinking and I was fine. And I know many, 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 many people like that who actually are completely fine. And they maybe have a few withdrawal symptoms, but it's not a big deal. But equally, I know that are people who can be hospitalized if they just stop drinking on a dime, or people who it can even kill you. So I think it is very, very, very important to err on the side of caution. And if you have any fear or any concern that, like if you haven't had a break from drinking, like when I had stopped drinking, I had stopped drinking during my pregnancies. There was times when I was sick and I wasn't drinking for a few days. So I knew I could go a few days without drinking. And so I wasn't really concerned about that. It didn't even really cross my mind. I wasn't worried about it. If you're worried about it, if you're asking the question, I would absolutely talk to your doctor 100%. It's not something to mess around with. It's just not worth it. Like there's no hero award for trying to do something like this, but I would really make sure that you're not also making it an excuse not to try to stop. So I think that if you have the desire and you want to make a change, like do that and do the work of talking to your doctor and keeping yourself safe through whatever change you want to make. So don't let it be an excuse like, oh, well, I can't do it because then I'm going to be in trouble physically or with withdrawal symptoms. So don't let it become an excuse, but also just err on the side of caution. Really look out for yourself. Really, really be somebody who, takes care of themselves first. If you can learn how to take care of yourself, there's so many things that can open up for you on the other side of that, including changing your relationship with alcohol. It really does originate in learning how to take care of yourself. But again, it's not always safe. I actually had a really dear friend who, when she died of alcohol abuse, and she had to be actually given alcohol in the hospital in order to keep her alive in the last days of her life, because she wasn't physically drinking when she was finally hospitalized, but without the alcohol, her body just would have shut down. And, your body creates such a tolerance and is compensating from the alcohol to such a point. If you take it away, the compensation can be really harmful. Now, it's not the case for most people. Most people are not going to experience very severe or any withdrawal symptoms. Most of it is quite mental. And especially you kind of can understand this because alcohol physically purges from your body within 72 hours or less. But you know that mentally and emotionally you can be triggered and have cravings and feel irritable for, weeks, months, after. People still are, the mental aspect of getting entangled with alcohol is very, very strong. But we should never, ever ignore or play lightly with the physical aspect, because it is real, and there are a percentage of the population who their body has created such a tolerance or such a dependence on alcohol that were they to stop drinking, it really would be a very, very bad thing. And yeah, just please err on the side of caution with this. That's the number one most important advice I can give you. So the question itself was, is it safe to stop drinking if I've been drinking every day? I don't know that answer, but I would always err on the side of caution. For most people, it's probably safe, but always err on the side of caution. Talk to your doctor. There are certainly things that people can do. There's tapering plans. I believe there's medications that can help with that. But it's so important to err on the side of caution when you are coming to your health and your well-being, because here's the thing is, like, you want to be successful in this. You want to give yourself the best fighting chance at this. And so I wouldn't let any voice of like shame or guilt or like, I can't talk to my doctor, like, this is your life. If you can't talk to your doctor, who can you talk to? If you can't have this honest conversation, like, it's really important to be honest and just value yourself enough. And I think by doing that one little step of valuing yourself enough to find out for you if it's true. Now, again, for me, I was taking multiple just random breaks. Like, I wouldn't I drank most days. I'd say 99% of days, maybe 99.5% of days. But there were certainly days where I was sick, and of course I wasn't drinking. Or when we were just in a location where, backpacking and we weren't bringing alcohol, or when I was pregnant. And so I kind of had this knowledge in the back of my mind that I would be fine for giving it up, even though I was a heavy drinker and drinking on a really regular basis. And so I took that risk without talking to my doctor, but that was kind of, it didn't actually even enter across my mind. So again, if you're asking the question, err on the side of caution, talk to your doctor. I cannot say it's definitely safe to just stop after daily drinking, especially for a long period of time. But don't use it as an excuse, because that is very much a trap people can fall into. Well, it's going to be too much. And let's be honest, the physical part, it's going to be over relatively quickly. If you do have withdrawal symptoms, those can be over relatively quickly. It is the mental part, doing the work on your thoughts and your brain and getting yourself in a better place mentally. That is really how you win, and how you truly forever can change your relationship with alcohol and find the freedom that you're looking for. And if and when you are ready to make that change, definitely join us. It's always free, alcoholexperiment.com. And every day I will send you a video and an email of some great mindset shifting stuff to help you with the mental aspect, which again is much, much longer lived than the physical aspect.